Subsidiaries of Glock, guess MBH, include Glock USA, Glock Hong Kong, Glock Middle East, as well as Glock Brazil.
Whenever I see one, I have never seen a gym.
Like I said, I might get some Talon grips to throw in there or something like that.
They just tend to work. Drop them, kick them, whatever. See.
Unlocking the evolution of firepower, explore the Glock generations in 30 seconds. From Gen 1's humble beginnings to Gen 5's cutting-edge advancements, witness the transformative journey of legendary reliability and innovation. History of Glock pistols. Gaston Glock, the man behind the iconic Glock pistols, is a legend in his own right. While not everyone may be familiar with his story, prepare to be captivated by the tale of innovation and success that brought Glock firearms to prominence. Founded in 1963, Glock did not begin its journey as a firearms company. Instead, it started as a manufacturer specializing in wood, steel, and plastic products. However, Gaston Glock's visionary mind soon set its sights on a different path, one that would revolutionize the firearms industry. In the 1970s, Glock ventured into the production of military accessories, crafting items like knives, grenades, and mash gun belt links.
Subsidiaries of Glock, guess MBH, include Glock USA, Glock Hong Kong, Glock Middle East, as well as Glock Brazil.
While firearms were yet to be a part of their portfolio, Glock's expertise in working with synthetic polymers laid the foundation for what would later become the groundbreaking Glock 17 pistol. The 1980s marked a pivotal decade for Glock, both in terms of its growth and iconic hairstyles. It was during this time that Glock developed a working prototype of the Glock 17, which would ultimately secure a contract with the Austrian military. This pistol stood out as the most innovative and cost-effective option available, propelling Gaston Glock and his namesake company into the limelight. With the Austrian military contract in hand, Glock's popularity soared, and law enforcement agencies worldwide swiftly adopted their pistols. However, it wasn't until 1986 that Glock pistols made their way to the United States. Yet once they hit American shores, they quickly became a sensation, captivating both law enforcement agencies and the commercial market. Glock's journey of innovation and improvement continued in subsequent generations. The second-generation Glock, released in 1986, showcased a no-frills design without rails or finger grooves, representing simplicity and reliability by today's standards. As the decades rolled on, Glock remained committed to moving forward. They introduced the third-generation Glock in 1998, followed by the fourth generation in 2009, and finally the fifth generation in 2017. Each generation aimed to address user feedback, incorporate advancements in technology, and enhance the overall performance of their firearms. Throughout these generations, Glock introduced significant upgrades and features. The latest Generation 5 models, for instance, abandoned the finger grooves and included an ambidextrous slide-stop lever, an improved magwell, and the renowned Glock Marksman barrel with tighter tolerances. Glock's responsiveness to market demands also led to the introduction of new models and calibers, broadening their product lineup to cater to diverse user preferences and applications. Generation 1. Step into the captivating tale of the Glock Gen 1, where simplicity met innovation. Born from Gaston Glock's ingenious mind, the Glock 17 emerged as a legend, captivating police, military, and civilians alike. Its sleek design boasted a pebbled finish, a dust cover untouched by rails, and iconic Glock features like the revolutionary trigger system, sights, and polygonal rifling. Surprisingly, the 17 in its name had nothing to do with its round capacity. Instead, it represented the 17th patent awarded to Glock. Yet fate smiled upon this handgun, bestowing it with the ability to hold 17+1 rounds of 9mm ammunition, a coincidence that would forever be etched in its lore.
Whenever I see one, I have never seen a Gen 1.
The Glock 17 swiftly found its place in the hands of law enforcement agencies, military units, and forward-thinking civilians. However, as time passed, these pioneering pistols became increasingly scarce, elevating their status to that of sought-after collector's items. The Gen 1 Glocks, with their smooth grip lacking finger grooves, showcased a design that may seem less ergonomic by today's standards. The frame featured a flat front and a single recoil spring, contributing to its straightforward and robust construction. The mag release, a non-textured button without ambidextrous functionality, completed the ensemble. But the Gen 1 story didn't end with the Glock 17 alone. It also gave birth to a rarity among rarities, the Glock 18. With its full auto capabilities, This limited edition sibling found its purpose as an SMG for select military and police units, as well as a platform for testing Glock components under extreme stress. A variant known as the 18C, featuring a compensator, was also devised to push boundaries further.
Wonder what the trigger's like. Want to shoot it now, too. Doesn't allow the gun to lock back whenever I hit the last round.
In response to the Australian military's request for a new sidearm, Glock designed and introduced the Glock 17 in 1982. This 9mm semi-auto pistol quickly gained attention for its groundbreaking features and exceptional performance. It marked the beginning of a new era in firearms design, challenging established conventions and setting the stage for future generations of Glock pistols. The Gen 1 Glock 17 boasted several distinctive features that set it apart from its contemporaries. Its frame featured a pebbled texture for enhanced grip, although it lacked the finger grooves that later generations would incorporate. The dust cover, the portion of the frame beneath the barrel, was devoid of accessory rails as they were not yet commonly utilized at the time. One of the key innovations of the Gen 1 Glock was its trigger system. It introduced a unique striker-fired mechanism that combined elements of both single-action and double-action triggers, resulting in a consistent and relatively light trigger pull. This trigger system, along with the Glock Safe Action system featuring 3 independent safeties, contributed to the pistol's renowned reliability and safety.
With the Gen 1, I think because I came into it the way I did, so far along.
The Gen 1 Glock pistols also featured the distinctive Glock sights, characterized by their simplicity and durability. The front sight consisted of a white dot, while the rear sight had a flat, non-adjustable profile with a rectangular notch. Another notable aspect of the Gen 1 Glocks was their polygonal rifling, which deviated from the traditional lands and grooves rifling. This innovative approach provided several advantages, including improved accuracy, reduced fouling, and ease of cleaning. It is fascinating to look back at the humble beginnings of the Glock dynasty. Gaston Glock's visionary creation, born from a company rooted in military production, revolutionized the firearms industry. The Glock Gen 1 introduced us to the foundations of reliability, ease of maintenance, and remarkable accuracy that would become synonymous with the Glock name. From its Austrian military origins to its rapid expansion into global markets, the Glock 17 set the stage for an enduring legacy that continues to shape the world of firearms to this day.
There's a certain appreciation that I have for it that I can look back on and say, hey, that's a very rare gun.
Generation 2. Step into the mesmerizing evolution of Glock pistols as we unravel the remarkable second generation. In 1988, Glock recognized the need for enhancements and unveiled a groundbreaking 6-part upgrade kit that addressed safety concerns surrounding the Gen 1 models. This pivotal moment marked a turning point in the Glock saga. The second generation witnessed an array of notable changes and introductions that cemented Glock's status as an industry leader. Foremost among these developments was the inclusion of the iconic Glock 19 in the model lineup. This compact powerhouse swiftly gained popularity, captivating firearms enthusiasts with its versatility and reliability. To ensure compliance with ATF regulations, Glock incorporated a steel insert into the frame, bearing the firearm's serial number. This alteration not only satisfied regulatory requirements, but also added a robust element to the pistol's construction. Further refinements were made to the mag design, enhancing its spring tension and overall performance. The recoil system underwent a significant transformation in 1991, adopting a captive recoil spring and guide rod assembly. This alteration provided improved control and facilitated easier maintenance. In terms of aesthetics and ergonomics, the second-generation Glocks showcased notable changes. The pebbled texture of the Gen 1 frames gave way to a more aggressive checkering, offering superior grip and control. Additionally, the introduction of finger grooves on the textured grip enhanced comfort and provided a custom-fit feel for shooters. Slide manipulation was further streamlined with the extension of slide serrations, allowing for effortless handling and quicker reloading. The trigger pull underwent meticulous refinement, resulting in a smoother and more refined experience. The second generation witnessed an expansion of the Glock family with the introduction of larger frame models chambered in 45 ACP and 10mm. Among the noteworthy additions were the Glock 22 and Glock 23, chambered in the popular 40 S&W caliber. The competition scene welcomed the Glock 24, a long slide model catered to shooters striving to achieve major power factor. Towards the end of the Gen 2 era, Glock unveiled two compact gems, the Glock 26 and Glock 27. These subcompact wonders were designed as backup guns for law enforcement or concealed carry options. Affectionately known as the baby Glocks, they quickly became favorites among those seeking reliable and compact firepower. Notably, the Gen 2 lineup featured the Glock 17C, a model distinguished by its barrel and slide porting. This offering appealed to competition shooters seeking optimal performance and recoil management. The second generation of Glock pistols brought about significant improvements and enhancements to the already successful design. One of the most notable upgrades was the addition of a textured grip with molded-in finger grooves. This innovative feature provided shooters with a more ergonomic and comfortable grip, resulting in improved control and handling. The textured grip offered a secure hold, even in adverse conditions, ensuring that the pistol remained firmly in the shooter's hand. Another notable improvement in the second generation was the extension of the slide serrations. Glock recognized the importance of easy slide manipulation, especially during high-stress situations or when wearing gloves. By extending the slide serrations, Glock made it easier for shooters to grasp and operate the slide, facilitating quicker and more efficient reloads and malfunction clearances. Glock also focused on refining the trigger pull in the second generation. By fine-tuning the trigger mechanism, Glock achieved a smoother and more consistent trigger feel. This improvement not only enhanced accuracy, but also instilled confidence in shooters, allowing them to achieve better shot placement and follow-up shots. In response to user feedback, Glock made enhancements to the mag release design in the Gen 2 pistols. The mag release button feature added checkering, providing improved tactile feedback and making it easier to locate and operate the button without shifting the grip. Additionally, Glock introduced the option for an ambidextrous mag release, catering to the needs of left-handed shooters. With its textured grip, enhanced slide manipulation, refined trigger pull, and the introduction of finger grooves, it represented a significant leap forward in both form and function. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.